Oh,
wow.
Wait, how about you try playing
timing.
Jet?
Okay, so you can see my mistakes.
So don't panic when you see someone. So my students know this, but actually the most important part of the map for Haven is arguably aiming. Actually a really good reason why aiming's more valuable.
Hey guys, it's Konpeki here, and today we're starting a series where I coach Kariyu to Immortal and beyond. Kariyu is famous for hitting Immortal using a tablet and pen, but since that challenge, he's been stuck in Ascendant. So through this series, let's find out what lessons we can learn from the mistakes Ascendant players make.
What?
And if you enjoy this type of content, I'll be streaming every day starting next year, so come follow my Twitch. And if you're interested in coaching, link for that is in the description below.
For taking the time to work with me and our program. What are your short-term goals? So within 6 weeks and maybe long-term.
I want to hit a new peak, 130R. I definitely want Radiant. Yeah, I'll get signed. Okay, that's actually Kappa, but like if that happens, that'd be crazy.
Just play 10 hours a day.
No, I'm gonna be the first pro signed to multiple games, TFT
Ooh.
and Valorant, and I'll play both.
Ooh. How about we get you in a deathmatch?
Okay, it's warm up. I can't get mad.
Hello there.
These guys are crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna lobby with like 20 fakers. What?
That guy knows you're there, so he's pre-aiming that angle on you. If you know that the guy knows where you are, if you just hold the angle like that, you're gonna get hit on. So you gotta be jiggling that angle or reposition yourself. So don't panic when you see someone. Take that extra split second to line up your shot and then kill him. Because you see, the first bullet hit, the second bullet kind of whiffed because you moved again after you saw the guy.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna go into a custom game, just show you some things that I think would be good for you to know before you hop into maybe one ranked game. What's happening is you're kind of rounding out the corner like this and then taking the fight. Like what I'm doing is I'm just pre-aiming this and then just strafing right away and shooting him or crouch peeking him, since he also hears me kind of running, right? It's better just to be jiggling the common angles. Just because if you are just crouching and holding and the guy peeks you, he's still gonna have peeker's advantage, and like they can easily readjust their crosshair. Like it's not that hard. Because even when you're coming mid, you would peek like this. What I would do, I'm like checking bottom mid, checking window, and then I'm pre-aiming again and then peeking. I do not want to be peeling like this because that's extra time that I have to move my crosshair as well as readjusting my aim to micro just to the head.
Oh man, it's like destroying a bad habit. I'm trying to think of a bad habit.
Smoking.
Yeah, it's like seeing like an angle like a cigarette. I'm just like, oh shoot, it's reactivating.
Oh,
wow.
Wait, how about you try playing
timing.
Jet?
Okay, so you can see my mistakes.
So something that you have to start thinking more about is your team comp and the enemy team comp that you're playing against. Right now, you guys have 2 duelists who have moon abilities. Because you guys have 2 moon ability duelists, you guys can just slam the site if you wanted to.
Oh, they have a Cypher.
They have Cypher, but they don't really have that much that can stop you guys, right? It's only Cypher and then maybe the Omen blind that you have to worry about, and playing anti-flash against Phoenix and Reyna. So if you're holding a site with someone, you might be asking them, hey, like, break the Reyna eye for me if you're opping.
Do you call for these or do you expect teammates to do it?
I always call for it.
Bruh.
And 2. If you guys don't get a main control on Haven, that exact scenario is going to play out over and over again where they're just going to fast push and flank you. Who's going to do that? Ooh, they have an op now. Try going light armor and sell that Marshall and buy rifle.
Ops mid.
Okay, that guy sucks. You're better. It was mid, right? So he could be flank or CT.
I'm gonna play short.
He's gonna push our brim.
Pushing you.
Nice. That was perfect. And you're about to buy a Marshall.
Whenever I hear an op, I'm like, okay.
Got a challenge?
Yeah.
So here, you guys have a lot of money. Op is great because they have no info initiator. So you could be holding an angle while people are scaling up.
Where's there?
Yep, and you can just hold heaven. Oh.
Coming out.
Oh, you're a menace.
What?
You're a menace for that. You had an op and you pushed spawn. Look at the map, look at the map.
Uh-oh. Okay, that was just like full autopilot.
Yeah. No
Let's
cross
do,
smoke, no nothing. Try to have a set playbook in mind, like a set play that you just always do, so you can kind of default to autopiloting those plays. Let's have you on A. It'd be funny though if they go C now.
It might just happen.
What were we thinking there?
I thought because my teammates were here, there's no way like, and they were loud, like the Reyna wouldn't be there. But I just kind of make up answers in my head when they're more uncertain.
Yeah, so if you looked at the mini-map, we actually didn't see all 4 enemies mid. You had to have at least assumed some of them were sitting in spawn. So if you make a lot of footsteps like that, then they're gonna re-clear it.
Ooh, that is certainly a Valorant game.
That is a Valorant game for sure.
I think like a lot of things combined. Like I kind of like judge a book by its cover. If my teammates are unfun at the start, I'm probably not gonna care as much either.
But how much do you want to win?
Not that much.
Not that much. How much you want Radiant? Let's just focus on what we can control at least. Let's just simplify it. How am I going to get my 1 as a duelist too? And on T side, I think for the most part, all you had in mind was, okay, I'm just going to go in. Hopefully my teammate trades me or vice versa. If like the Raze dies in front of me, then I'm going to trade her, right? But on defense was when I think it started getting a little bit sloppy. So my students know this, but actually the most important part of the map for Haven is arguably A main. There's actually a really good reason why A main's more valuable. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lanes, yes? Having a main helps us watch 2 of these lanes at once. And so if I'm a Raze or a Jet, I am opting short or peeking long to get a main control. Because if we have a main control, look how much map control the defenders have. And do you remember how the Reyna kept pushing out and flanked you guys and killed you? You might be saying, okay, like we're gonna get mid control. We're gonna pull defenders towards mid. It doesn't matter if A becomes weak side. If one of their players takes up all this space. This guy doesn't even need to push out. He can just play this off angle and hold his line of sight to see if any attackers come back A. So even if you go mid, because this guy already got A main control and knows that you guys aren't coming here, if they started off as 2 players over towards A, one of them could just rotate back and now they have 4 players towards B and C, and it becomes much harder for you guys to actually get through.
I swear I'm paying attention. It's just that your line you drew looks like a brain.
Yeah, it is a brain. And so Ascent, where there's like 1, 2, 3, 4 lanes. Where do you think is the most important part of the map to contest?
I like Tree. I feel like it enables like flanks or splits very easily.
Instinctively, you're picking up these patterns. And if we just make it very clear cut, mid is the answer. Because again, if we get mid control, we're watching 2 lanes, yeah? If you tell your team, hey, I'm watching mid, no one's here, all you have to watch now is A main and B main. It just simplifies the game completely.
It's the same logic across all the maps.
Yeah, it's literally the same logic. Last question then, but this is a 3-site map, just like Haven.
A.
A is the most important.
Right, I don't know. I watched, I think it was Teats probably, where it's like just take mound basically.
But let's just think of it from a macro level too. Because again, it's just like Haven, where if we get control over A, look, there's only 1, 2, 3 lanes in this map,
Right.
or
It cuts
4.
off.
So again, if we just get A main control, we don't have to worry about this. And the amount of map control we have, again, is like a brain.
Wait, everything's a brain.
Everything's a brain. Make everything into a brain.